Everyone, hope this evening's been pretty pleasant for you. Temperatures are pretty comfortable across most of the region, with Phil at 47, Roanoke 56, Lynchburg 49. If you've got an okay jacket on, you should be good for tonight and for tomorrow morning. We're going to be cool enough that we can get some frost, but like we were through Easter, like we were through this afternoon, we're going to warm up nicely tomorrow. That's going to be the pattern for most of this week, especially as we get into the Wednesday, Thursday stretch. Temperatures are going to be even warmer. And as our next fronts approach, we still are able to hold on to quite a bit of heat. We're pretty clear right now with most of our air coming in from the south. There's some high pressure off towards our east, but then there was also some centered over Tennessee earlier on. Now there's still some storms making their way through Oklahoma. Those have been going on for the last few hours, but they're going to stay well towards the west of us, not really impacting our weather for today or tomorrow. It takes a while for any fronts to build that will get close to us. And I think the next big cold front that's going to come from the west doesn't really arrive until Sunday and then clears out on Monday. Wind-wise, we're going to stay pretty calm. We don't have much wind from here all the way through tomorrow morning. That's good news when it's combined with our temperatures. We're not going to have to deal with too much in terms of wind chill. If we did have a little bit more wind with temperatures getting down into the 30s, it would feel a little extra cold. But again, not a problem for us tomorrow. Temperatures will bottom out in the 30s with the NRV at 35, Highlands at 36, Southside's also at 36, Roanoke and Lynchburg just a little warmer than that. And as soon as the sun rises, it'll help those temperatures rise pretty quickly. We'll be into the 40s before you know it, and then keep on going up into the 50s, 60s, and a lot of places into the 70s. Now, we do have a frost advisory for a lot of the same counties that we had our freeze warning in yesterday, because those temperatures hadn't been quite as low as they were earlier on. Around the Roanoke zones, Lynchburg zone, and south side is where most of the frost is going to be new as compared to the past few days. Meanwhile, up into the NRV and Highlands, I think, is where we're going to see some actual frost develop. It's mostly going to be on grassy spots and windshields. And as soon as these temperatures start rising with the sun, that is going to be taken care of pretty quickly. We get to around 70 degrees in the NRV and Highlands, and even higher than that in Roanoke, Lynchburg, and Southside. Lots of mid-70s out there, so pretty comfortable. That's about 10 degrees above average for this time of the year. It's going to feel even better than it did this afternoon, which was already better than it was on Easter Sunday. A continual warming trend like this we haven't had in a while, where it's just stayed this nice and sunny with nothing else going on for 4 or 5 days. And thankfully, we're not quite done with it yet. Even when we are done with it, the showers that we've got for the end of this week are not particularly impressive, and the severe threat is low as our next cold front approaches. What's keeping us nice and clear is some really strong high pressure. It's preventing any other systems from getting towards us. It's squishing down any clouds before they even start to rise. And it's helping us to stay dry even as showers come into the further south states of the eastern part of the country. The high pressure is bringing in some warmth. Normally that would bring in moisture, but it's not quite lining up with the Gulf of Mexico for us. So it takes until a little bit later in the week for that low pressure to move up from the south, bring us some rainfall on Friday and over into Saturday afternoon as it wraps back around. There's another low pressure system off towards the west that's going to push through, bring extra rainfall across a lot of the country. There's snow ranging from pretty much the Hudson Bay all the way down to the Gulf of Mexico with the same rain in that system. Thankfully, it's not snow that far towards the south. But as it comes through, it is going to bring some rain our direction and then cooler air in behind it. Temperatures don't really cool down too much this weekend. It takes a while for that front to really make its way towards us and then pass. So it's Monday afternoon that we'll start to notice it, and then really Tuesday and Wednesday that cool down. Saturday, a lot of temperatures in the mid to upper 70s, and it's even a little bit warmer on Sunday. Not by very much, but a couple degrees here and there, keeping us feel comfortable all the way through the end of this week. Now on Monday, temperatures are going to be a little bit below average. That's the first time in a while, after we're 15, 20 degrees above average on Thursday, and then stay still above average, if not quite as warm as we go into the weekend. It's going to be comfortable either way. Tonight, temperatures will fall back down into the 30s. Pulaski at 35, Bedford 39, and Martinsville at 34. And then we warm up pretty nicely on Tuesday. A lot of our highs will get to the 60s and 70s. Blacksburg 69, Lexington 76, and Rocky Mount at 74. Wednesday, temperatures get even warmer. We'll have some spots, especially in Lynchburg and Southside, pushing up towards the 80s, with Lynchburg at 80 compared to Hillsville at 71 and Blacksburg 74. If you do have any nice pictures of the sunshine that we've got headed our direction, we'd love for you to send them send those our way. Just go to WSLS.com/pins. That's the easiest way to send them to us. Looking out all the way on the 7-day forecast, temperatures warm into the low 80s on Thursday. That's that day where we're 15, 20 degrees above average. And then we start to get some showers on Friday and Saturday. They're going to be pretty few and far between for both of those days, so you can still get outside if you want to. Sunday's the best chance of us getting any thunderstorms coming through. The severe risk is pretty low for now, but it is a ways out, so keep on checking in with us as that gets a little bit closer for more details as to what the severe threat is looking like a little bit more up to date. And then on Monday, we've got some rain through the morning with dry conditions in the afternoon, a little bit more sunshine there, but temperatures can't warm up too much. We're stuck in the 60s there, and then we'll be even cooler as we go towards Tuesday and Wednesday. Now we're going to see if you guys have any questions, and if not, then hope you have a pretty nice stretch of days this week. All right, no questions so far. Like I've been saying, nice for a good while, and then after that, just some showers on the way. Have a good evening, and we will be back throughout the week to keep